No matter the weather, Alexandria Emergency Hospital is always here for you. Rain or shine, our doors are open 24/7 to provide the care you and your loved ones need fast. Every second counts, and Alexandria Emergency Hospital is here to help you through any storm.
In the event of a water damage emergency, call PuroClean of Cenla.
Are y'all serious? How stupid am I? Okay. I 47 of you in here. I've been going. I've said lots. I'm going to start over. I'm flying out today. Going to see Mom. Very excited. You get sound now. We get sound. I'm going to see a lot of comments. I'm sure that I don't have sound still, but that's okay because now I have it turned on. If you're live, I apologize. This is what happens when you leave for a few days and you come back rusty. So that is Toledo Bend right now. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I was talking about how, I mean, yeah, you got to see all my animations and everything I was going through. I was talking about my back hurting because I'm old and I went through a cast net for a few days. I rambled on for, what, a good minute and a half there. Anyone texting me about it? No. So I guess Kristen is not watching this morning. But yes, I'm going home to see my family in St. Louis today. I fly out. I love flying. I love flying through the clouds. I talked about all this stuff, but that's okay. I was going, man. I can ramble, and obviously I don't need any reciprocation on that. But now I'll just give the weather. How's that work for you? All right, Toledo Bend. I'm going to trim this all off, so I apologize to the sponsors on the countdown clock and the pre-rolls. I am going to trim all of the stupidity, and not that y'all are stupid. Y'all are fantastic. The stupidity would be me with the silence. So here we go now. Tell your friends. The sound is on. Toledo Bend looking beautiful. I said I love this camera. I talked about that. Talked about how I don't understand how people can fish every day in the surf. It's so much hard work and everything. And I saw that water and was like, I just pictured walking through the water again. And walking in knee-deep water and even deeper is a little difficult. I know you're not feeling bad for me, but that's what I was talking about. My goodness, can I ramble? Okay, Alexandria, this is what it looks like. Puffy clouds. Nothing going on. Going to be fun to fly through those, though. Hopefully, the approach to St. Louis will be as kind as the departure from here in Alexandria. So that's what we have on radar. Not a lot going on right now. We have isolated showers just kind of sprinkled across the Gulf, but nothing up here inland just yet. Now, yesterday, you saw this map at least, around Acme. It looks like we had a 2 to 3 inch bullseye with the heavy rain right there. But this is why it's tough to forecast in summer. We go from not much here in northwestern Rapides Parish, not much around Alexandria, and then we were coming in from the south, came through Lafayette and saw a very heavy shower. So that's what I was talking about. There were no big secrets revealed. Oh, actually, I said really incredible things. Yeah. No. Okay. So I love this. Oh, man. I don't want to watch it back. I'm going to have to trim that. That's quite embarrassing. Low to mid 80s. It's warm. You know that. It's 83 here in Alexandria. Very typical summertime stuff here. Winds gusting from the southwest. And when we get those storms, you can see gustier winds with maybe 30, 40 miles per hour. Can't rule out an isolated severe storm. It's the same thing over and over again. I know I don't produce as much content this time of year, but it's because the weather doesn't give me content, and I'm not going to try and reach and make something, although I do have a few things I'm working on with that. Here is your HRRR model with some isolated storms forming along the sea breeze. There it goes. Those storms are going to continue to just do what they've done the last, I think, month or two here. We're going to see isolated stuff. You may get an inch of rain, you may get nothing, and that's just the way the summer rolls around here. By the evening, sun goes down, storms go away, and we return to warmth and humidity. Now, the severe threat up north, again, flying into St. Louis, I did mention, I don't even know where I'm connecting. I should check into that. But it looks like any of the connection flights here out of AEX, Houston, Dallas, Atlanta, I think, I don't know if they still go to Charlotte, but I don't connect there. So anyway, I'm not going to have any issues on the connection, but landing in St. Louis could be a little rough. And I know all of you care deeply about the weather in St. Louis. Slight risk of severe weather. Maybe I'll get to see a storm. Maybe I'll go chasing this evening. Who knows what I'll do? Low to mid 90s on your Southern Air Day Planner. We have scattered storms in the forecast, and we have about a 40 to 50% coverage on that. Now, there are no areas of tropical interest in the forecast right now, but the Northern Gulf, that is, so we get these 1 to 7 or day 2 to 7. It's actually from now until day 7 outlooks from National Hurricane Center. And then beyond that, the Climate Prediction Center, they do like a 2-week and a 3-week outlook. In that 2-week outlook, which is in that 8 to 14 day time frame, they do highlight that area here in the Northern Gulf to possibly see some slow tropical development. We've seen it on models for a little while here. It's kind of similar to what we saw a couple of weeks ago, and then that eastern side of things kind of took over and we had Chantal move into the Carolinas. This time I do think it's a little bit more leaning toward the northeastern Gulf, and you can kind of see here, this is the GFS model. I know it looks like chaos there, but you see that little wave coming across. This is going to be our moisture surge approaching, and it looks like Thursday to Saturday of next week, we're at least going to see an increase in moisture, and you can see those showers and storms on Friday. That's the way it looks right now. Just a surge of moisture. Could it develop? Of course, it could. I mean, this is the prime season for the Gulf to see some sort of development, but it depends on where this thing orients itself relative to the land and just exactly how that energy arrives here. So as of now, we don't have much to go on with this. It's just something we're watching. I don't want you to cancel any trips. I don't want you to freak out and all that stuff. But I do want you to know that I think that by next weekend, we'll see an elevated rain chance, at least in parts of the state and along the coast. So we'll see how that all pans out. Still pretty far away. You know, it's tricky to go out to about 5 to 7 days. You get beyond that, it gets real tricky. The Gulf Coast is where we're going to see those heavier totals, especially to our east. And that is because that's where that moisture is going to be coming in. And then it really kind of gets here at the end of that WPC forecast. And that's when we'll start to see our totals come up. So 30% on Thursday. We're down from 50-50 today and tomorrow. Looks like Tuesday and Wednesday we really heat up, mid to upper 90s, and that 7-day forecast has overnight lows in the mid 70s as well. I hope that tropical system gets lost as well. I do like to see a little balance between rain and no rain this time of year, because we saw a couple of years ago, no rain for a couple of months. It bakes the ground. We get to 110 degrees and we have all kinds of chaos around here. Looks like temperatures are pretty close to normal for the July 19th to 25th time frame. Cooler stuff up north. I'll be gone by then from St. Louis. And then we have those scattered showers and storms that will increase as that Gulf moisture continues, or that tropical moisture continues to push across the Gulf Coast from Florida Panhandle all the way back here into Louisiana. I think it doesn't get much further west than that, so this thing looks like it's going to, if it becomes something, be something, and when I say if it becomes something, I mean named or not. That's going to be something that would be from Louisiana over to the Panhandle of Florida, but hopefully it doesn't. I'm watching it closely. I'm watching the ensembles. I'm watching everything. This is what I do, and even while I will be up there in St. Louis visiting the family for a couple of days, I'll be back Monday. I'll be doing updates as well from up there, text updates, and I'm not sure if I'll go full live stream, phone live stream, or whatever, but I like to jump on and say hi and all that stuff. And I'll remember to have the audio on. I won't forget that again for like 3 more months, but you give it time and I will. Okay, thank you for sticking with it. Love y'all. I'll see you back here in a few days.